Welcome to the Scottish Highlands. We recently went on a 4-day road trip through some stunning landscapes in this incredible area. In part 1, we covered the first couple days, and now we're pushing farther up into Scotland's wild northwest coast. Join us for some great hiking spots, a maritime adventure, some moody mountain views, and a couple surprising sights along the way. Our hotel is located near the small town of Lochinver, which is on the northwest coast of Scotland. This far north, we're definitely past the crowds of Glencoe or the Isle of Skye, and it's a lot more remote. I spotted plenty of vacation homes and hotels in the area though, and they all offered access to some amazing nature. After a delicious breakfast, time for our first morning's plan. A steep mountain hike on one of the region's most famous mountains. We're at Stac Pollaidh. It's this kind of rugged mountain over here. And we had to drive down a single track road for several miles, maybe 15-20 minutes, and it's beside this loch over here. It's going to be a pretty steep hike, and I don't think we're going to do the whole thing, but at least we can get a little ways up and get some views down. I think it's like a 2-hour hike normally, but yeah, we won't be doing that. The hike starts with a steep forested section with a rocky trail, then the trees stop and it turns into a more open and less steep gravel path.
So the hike got a little bit too steep for me. As you can see, it's still going up there, but the stone pathway is right here. And I forgot my hiking poles, unfortunately, so I'm just here chilling with the midges. You can see flying around me. But I do have some of this midge spray that we got at the store. And yeah, I'll just be here waiting for Daniel.
All right, this is as far as I've made it. Over here, the path gets a little steeper and kind of is like almost the base of the steep part. I've made it out of the forest and across the kind of flat land in between. We've got some plans in the afternoon and we want to get lunch first. So we ran out of time, but I won't act as if I'm not also tired. So time to go back down. Bad. There's kind of like 3 distinct sections. From the car park up to the first gate is mostly forest and very steep with like kind of stairs almost. Then there's this middle section which is open and not that bad, a little bit muddy in spots. And then third part I stopped at, but it gets steep.
I guess that's a scramble. They call this like a scramble of the mountain.
hiking poles would have been nice probably on that part, especially on the way down.
It didn't take you too long though.
No, I stopped a couple times to take in this view. We're back in town for a quick lunch, some savory pies, which were super delicious, and also one of the only takeout restaurants in town. And just like that, we're on the water for a nature boat tour. We were hoping to see some wildlife, and we were not disappointed. Apart from the dolphins and the seals, we also got a really good appreciation of the coastal scenery of this area. We also had a sneak peek of a surprisingly sandy beach that we would end up seeing the next day. And for dinner, fish and chips plus Cullen skink, a Scottish specialty, a creamy soup made from smoked haddock.
Hello, sheep.
So we are at a private beach near our hotel, and it was a little bit of a trek, but we think it's worth it. We unfortunately had to check out of our hotel and head down south today, but not before doing a couple more things in the area. First up, a little river trail just outside of town. Next up, something I didn't expect to see in Scotland, a white sand beach. We stopped by Achmelvich Beach for a quick viewpoint, although we didn't swim because we really wanted to make good time getting to our hotel for the night. We're driving the full width of Scotland today to Dornoch, which is on the east coast. And let's just say we're staying in a bit of a unique spot for the night. The bottom portion of the North Coast 500 typically goes east-west from the Isle of Skye to Inverness, but we crossed a bit north of that in order to get to Dornoch. The roads were small and mostly single track. It was a bit slow going, but it helped that we had a nice lunch stop here in the town of Lairg. And here we are arriving in Dornoch. And over there, that's our hotel, Dornoch Castle. Yes, we got to stay in a real castle tonight. Dornoch is a small seaside town with a main street, a couple of beautiful churches, and a world-famous golf course, which we unfortunately did not play on. It's picturesque, but there's not really too much else to see in town, plus most attractions were closed. Not really a problem for us since our main plan was just to chill out in our castle. After spending the last 5 days in the Highlands, we were really wishing for more. We were starting to get used to waking up beside mountains and sea, relaxing in the fresh air, and driving to whatever adventure we felt like. It's such a beautiful area, and I'm really looking forward to coming back someday. For now though, it's off to historic Edinburgh for a couple days to cap off our trip. Follow along for more travel adventures.